Greetings, I'm Smithers, bringing you another NR2003 career mode video. Race 8 out of 15 in my part-time nationwide schedule that is also blended down into a third of the races that this series actually runs across the season. The Cup Series didn't technically start racing at this facility until 2011, but I've made it a step on the schedule the last 2 seasons. As for the lower series, they've been racing around here since 2001. Now on this channel it's a first for me because I needed more drive time around this bumpy ass place. It feels like they actually ran the Kentucky Derby on this surface. All those magnificent beasts stomping their hooves on the asphalt. What are the odds I'm starting on the outside of Big Dick Kevin Conway? First time I'll put him in the field in forever, and we're stuck to glue right next to each other. Carl Edwards finally gets his Roush Fenway number 60 up on the pole. I swear it's been a struggle for his nationwide series career on the Smithers channel. He's not been performing as dominant as he once could have been. Kyle Busch has been up there quite a lot, and not only that, he is my championship competitor for this series, 15 races along, and we are only a handful of points apart. Between me, him, and Justin Allgaier, that's really the 3 that are fighting for the championship with this race, and only 2 more to go with Gateway and Homestead after this. Lots of Cup drivers in the field: Joey Logano, Brad Keselowski, upcoming Cup star next season, Tony Stewart's in the Junior Motorsports 5, Matt Kenseth, Reed Sorensen's back in the 10 car, Ryan Newman's in the 33 for Kevin Harvick, David Rudiman's in the 99, David Gillen is in the 1 car this week. And as we fly through the back half of the grid here, you see a lot of slower cars, a lot of starting parks, a lot of people that are just trying to make it in this series. Now last season we ran this track in the Cup Series only, and it was doing okay for us towards the beginning half of the race, and then it fell apart, and undoubtedly I believe put the final nail in my championship hopes for that season. So that's why I added on the schedule the Nationwide Series to get a little bit of practice with a little bit less horsepower. And I'll tell you, this surface is rough as hell. It's patchy, it's bumpy. I've been able to find a groove that works out with the fast setup. The Cup Series does have a setup that's a little bit more customized. For some reason, the fast setup, with the way I like how tight the car is, it's not skidding around the bumps as much. It's able to handle a little bit better on the longer runs, both the Nationwide and the Cup car. I hope that everything I do today translates for the next video on the Cup Series. That way we've got our binder of information and our notes filled in for next year, 2010, where this track may come back in the chase. Might not. I haven't even made the schedule yet. Before our Nationwide Series regulars and some of the Cup drivers coming down the field in this Kentucky race, let's look at the stats and information for Kentucky Speedway. Going to have 54 laps around this circuit for the lower NASCAR series, 43 opponents on track at 93% difficulty, realistic damage is on, yellow flags, black flags, all the flags that matter for a race are in the flag stand for our flag man up there. We're going to try something new right off the spot for the Smithers channel. Leave a comment down below letting me know your favorite Nationwide Series driver from 2009, and I will pick you, and you can take the job position of the official NASCAR flagman in the race. So yeah, here moving forward, I'll ask different questions, and this will be another way you can be a part of a Smithers racing video. And the weather for today's race, it's clear skies, 84 degrees Fahrenheit with an eastern breeze of 1 mile an hour. It's pretty dead out there as far as the air goes. It's complete opposite about what's happening above my head right now. Thunderstorms are a mist, but I'm not scared of a power outage. Let's get Kentucky underway. Kicking off the first race of the weekend at Kentucky Speedway. First time I'm racing around here in this series. Got a lot of pink cars out in the field supporting breast cancer awareness for the race this weekend in Kentucky. Usually NASCAR does it in Charlotte, but I do not have Charlotte race number 2 in the chase, so deciding that some pink cars along the green wall, race wall, looks pretty good. Nice run to the outside here, sticking right behind the bumper of Ryan Newman. That's hungry man. Oh, I'm hungry today. Looking for a victory, looking for a checkered flag. Try to get myself above the 18 in points, who's right now in 2nd place. I gotta try to get my ass up there. I did not qualify very well. Thought I was gonna do really good because I had a great 3 and 4 in qualifying. I basically flat-footed the fucker, and I had a great angle right to the white line. Not quite having that speed yet. I'm using way up here of the track, past the dark groove, where nobody else is. Trying to get a run to make Newman move to the bottom. Oh, gave him a tap. Now he's really looking for the center of, I believe, Stenhouse? Nope, Kenseth is in the 16. Stenhouse is in the field. I don't know, he's driving the 17, I think, tonight. Also gonna look up the number cards. We have number cards now in 2009, thanks to Tyler Fink. Shout out to that follower on the Smithers Racing channel who got through me through Discord to get me number cards through the Cup Series from the 90s all the way to the current year. So I'm gonna be set as far as how this ESPN and any future of the Steel Fire overlays go for races on the channel. Just got around Stewart on the outside there in the 5. He's coming back underneath. I've been racing with Rocket Man Ryan Newman. We're trying to push to the front. They're splitting rookie. Nationwide Series regular Justin Allgaier. I'm following around the 16 of Kenseth. and go to the inside. I'm going to try and stick to this outside. I do not trust my car any lane past this dark groove up here that's like the third lane up. I tried running it in practice. I tried running it in a practice race, and like it's just not working. Here, we'll get down here, I guess, follow the 16. And I try to get back into the gas. I must have not stabbed it as hard that time. We definitely didn't get a great exit as I'm falling behind the 16 and 12 cars, reeling in my back bumper there. But the front end and the front tires just skid across those bumps, and I kind of just bounced my way back up to the third lane. Saw the 12 cars diving in, watching him. I'm getting a run on the 16. Here we go, moving. I just realized that my position and the wheel and telemetry are overlaying each other. I swear I checked that before I hit record, and things are fine. Oh, here we go, sliding up just like I thought. Maybe it's because I'm staying in the gas for a bit too long, just running over those bumps in 3 and 4. Car's not handling it too well. Also got figured out too, we have the normal session info menu back on the screen, so I can finally make pit stops and look at my fuel accurately and not just kind of have to guess based on fuel pressure. Getting a run now, so we're currently in 6th position. If the telemetry, the ESPN telemetry, or the positioning down in the bottom left-hand side, if you can't see it, it is might not be accurate. I can't see it exactly on my microphone. I kind of placed right in the way there so you guys can hear me clearly. Stewart's hanging on my right rear quarter panel. I don't want to be on this inside. I want to be back on the high side. I was able to make speed for a lot longer up there. I don't know if we have to make a pit stop or not. 54 laps, I feel like on a 1.5-mile track, that's cutting it pretty close, even in the Nationwide Series, so we may have to come down for 2 tires and a splash of gas. We might be able to make it through. Don't know, and the caution, of course, is going to help us pretty much eliminate that worry whatsoever. Either we're going to be coming down with everybody, or we'll be able to save enough fuel to make it to the end without pitting at all. And I just skidded completely on the racetrack. I bottomed out. I couldn't turn right there. I don't know if you heard it. My side skirts are way too close to the ground. Currently in the 5th place position. The top 4 cars are broken away. Brad Keselowski's leading the pack of that. Got 2 Cup regulars, 3 Cup regulars considering Joey Logano. Brad Keselowski is about to be a full-time Cup regular, but Logano's on that little bit of a younger side. Kyle and Edwards, more of that same generation. I'm catching you, Kyle, but this is not going to help my points. I need you to really fall off, have a bad race in these last few races, but me being close to you is keeping our point gap together. I need to go up and lead the most laps of this race right now, get 10 bonus points. 18 is about a 1.5 seconds away from me, and according to the other telemetry, 1.59. So yeah, the live telemetry on the left is definitely copying the right, the one that only goes and updates every single lap. I'm kind of in a bit of a bubble by myself here. There's a pack behind me of cars that are racing for 6th place, and then there's the pack racing for the lead. Keselowski's still hanging on, but Edwards and Logano can't figure out 2nd place, and Kyle's just waiting in the wings for a momentum run. They're all single file now. Edwards diving for the lead. Might be able to get it. That peak 60's coming back. Them racing as hard as they are, that'll help reel me back in, but that's also going to reel back everybody else as they're getting pretty close. 7/10 of a second. Behind is the 16 of Kenseth. Logano goes way up the track. He's way out of the groove. Trying to get that high side momentum. Look at him go. Carry it past the 60. He's going to run down the 88. Going to dive to the inside. Using that apron. I swear the AI, right off the end of the apron there, they kind of put 2 tires on it. Cutting it really close. I'm reeling in the 18 of Kyle Busch. We're now at a 1.1 second, 1.2 second roughly. It was at 1.5. Only got a few more races left in this Richard Petty 43 in this series. I know we've gained a lot of success, have some success in the Joe Gibbs Racing 20, who up there is now being withheld by Sliced Bread. It's been a fun nationwide series. It's been good here. We've had some rough fall-offs, but it's been a great battle between me and the man up there right in front of me. I don't think there's anybody else who I'd rather be having this point battle right now. Like, I was already doing this series well before, like, I was many races as hell. I've been posting 2009 for the last year, so like, me racing alongside old Rowdy Busch, it's just been something that's been a part of the channel, and I can't help but like just keep him in it. Like he's gonna be within the video games that we're gonna have. Like NASCAR 26 is gonna be the last one, and that's it that we're gonna have to race against his computer within, you know, a version of his memory, being a fan of the sport and a fan of him. Try to get back off the sorry horse here and segue into something a little bit more positive towards the race. We're now only 0.3 of a second away, and that 18 of Kyle Busch is starting to look to the inside of the 60, but I'm staying up here. This high line is working for me. I am running down this top 5, and there's some lap cars coming. I'm gonna get a little bit of a side draft off that fender. Come on, give it to me. I'm gonna set it off this outside, not too much. I gotta try and start staying in this dark groove now that the tires have been worn out for 16 laps. Got around him, there we go. Come on, 43 car, one of them cleared out. Can we get all of them? I think we might be able to take the lead here. This thing is a long-run car. Telemetry up there says Daniel Quinn Jr. is the leader. That is inaccurate. It is definitely the 20 of Joey Logano or the 88. They've been side-by-side fighting for it. It's going to be interesting here. There's 3 cars going 3 wide right now, 3 lap cars. That's not going to be good coming up for us. Everybody's going to get blocked down. I'm the only one that's not conveyored on a rail. Uh-oh, somebody's blowing up. Who is it? I think that's Michael. That might have been the 15 of Michael Annette. We gotta watch out for Annette. We gotta watch out. He wrecked me in a practice race. Only one up here using the high lane. I know it's the longest way around the tri-oval, but I'm sideways and past the 05. Watch out, Kozlowski. Don't wreck him. Come on, get going. How do I have so much more momentum than an 88 right now? Is that 90 side drafting him? Chapman, move your slow ass sponsorless car out of the way. Oh, it's the 07. Oh, I'm sideways. Woo! Back end got really light. I lifted off to the gas there. Oh, I can't fucking speak or turn the car right now. We're back under it. We're clear of that Hornet's nest. Now Kozlowski's gone. I gotta try and run him down. Second place is ours. Chevrolet versus Toyota carving this line just like butter up here. Why don't they pave the other 3 lanes as smooth as that? They had to just patch up the 2 bottom lanes here. Why couldn't they full pave it? Didn't have enough money for that. Or it looks like they fucking couldn't pave it. I don't know, like right there it's really spotty and different colorations. Like what did Kentucky do to the turn 4 there to make it so bad? I don't know, that's part of the reason why I guess I like racing on Kentucky versus the immense amount of hatred this track has gotten and why it's no longer a track NASCAR races on. Plus, the way to get into the track was about the worst way possible for a fan base. Traffic out the ass end. Oh man, Kozlowski's weaving in wood. Get out of my way, Ponstein! Why'd you lift up out of the gas? Get out of my way! You got leaders on you. Now we got Logano coming down and capitalizing on that bad exit. I'm just gonna let him have it. Stick back to my outside lane. Go to the outside of the 76 car. 75, 78 car. I don't even know what number. Uh-oh. Whoa! Here comes Kyle back again. Not that. See, I thought I would have just been able to catch this 88, maybe take over the lead and run away with it. Nope, it's not that easy. Lap traffic playing a factor. My car only runs good in one fucking part of the track. I completely lost my train of thought about what I was talking about. Now I remember. I was talking about, gonna say that I like this track with the bumps because it gives it some character. And I guess that's what I like about Kentucky Speedways. It's bumpy, and the racing, I guess, isn't great. But right now, as far as NR2003 track's gone, and the ratings that have kind of performed, like, this is some sort of racing here. I started plowing. I tried to keep into the gas. Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota, an 88 car, JGR Chevrolet. Why did I say JGR? Junior Motorsport Chevrolet. There are too many cars, too many things going on right now. I gotta focus on driving. I am not doing that. I'm focusing on my stat history of 2009 Nationwide Series teams. And my dyslexia just ain't gonna happen with that when the team names are nothing but numbers and letters. Running away, carving through some more lap cars. Still in 3rd place right now. Edwards fell to 7th. I don't believe that after seeing the 42 of Almirola in 8th place. Maybe it's counting the lap cars currently in the top 10 right now. Man, I don't know if we have the fastest car, but we're definitely gonna have a run for the money as far as the checkered flag goes for Kentucky. What horse are you betting on? Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota, Junior Motorsport Chevrolet, or your boy Smithers in the Richard Petty themed 43 Toyota Braun Racing? I'm plowing. Watch out there, O'Quinn. I gotta use up this lane here. To the outside of Kozlowski, maybe. I might be able to get a good run on him through 3 and 4 and get to his door. Here we go. Oh, he lifted. There we go. That's what I needed him to do. That's right. That's right. Now we tail draft off of the 20 car, a car that I was driving early on in the season. And we're competing for victory with him right now. Kozlowski's not far behind. Might be a 3-man horse. 26 laps complete of 54. How are we doing on fuel? Tires? No fuel. Okay, according to my car, we don't need any fuel to get to the end. I was able to stay clear of the 88 car. I thought he was going to have a nose on me. Definitely trying to push me up there in turn 4. Here we go. Can that 09 of John West Hamley screw up the exit of Logano? I might have to take the inside here just to avoid that lap car. Got to run the yellow line. Go, go. There we go. Cleared him. Me and Logano are running this race, and Kozlowski is right there. Kyle kind of fell off a little bit. He's no longer in the top 3 bubble. With this cloud of race cars, though, I might be able to make something happen and get some laps led. I don't know if the 18 has been out front, but I sure as hell need to be to gain 5 points on them. Oh, Long John Silver's there took a shot at Logano. He dived out. It's like he took a chop at him like a shark. Tried to scare bite him, see what kind of the prey he was. Man, I really want to lead some of these laps here.
Yellow's out. Yellow's out.
Well, cleaning out the 20 at Logano. I did not think a lap car was going to short him up that much.
I think you have your hands full there trying to manage it. Keep doing a good job. Clear. Keep grabbing. It's gone.
Guys, I just money shifted and I fucking blew up my car.
Load up. Gauges, bud.
I can't believe I just did that. I literally shifted it from third to second while it was at like 6,000 RPM.
I know what it is. You guys know what it is. Done.
I don't even have power to get over to the frickin' entry into the garage. We were running together for so long without lap traffic in our way going off into turn 1. I just really did not expect him to check up. Scott Wimmer checked up right in front of the 20 car. I was not expecting that to happen. I was gonna roll the center like I have been the last 30 laps, and it just shorted up way too quickly for me to actually get on the brakes. And then I money shifted right down the back straightaway. Yep, right there. Blew the gearbox out of her and fucking called my day right there. Embarrassing. How could I? Nearly got myself ran over there too. Sure, the 20 Logano would use his Nationwide Series ability to get his revenge on me. He's able to keep the 20 car rolling. Probably has the speed to get back up there and still maybe compete for the championship, or compete for the win. But I'm gonna hit the reset button because I don't want to quit this race, man. Well, taking over coverage of what's going on in the race right now, Brad Keselowski is bringing down most of the leaders for pit stops here. Kyle Busch in second, got a pretty good gap back to third place where Edwards is at, leading on. Justin Allgaier, Sorensen, Kenseth, and I believe Jeff Burton's in the 29 this week. But all of our leaders, and this is really going to make a difference for the championship battles. The 18 Kyle Busch is going to extend his gap as long as he's still in the top 5 for the rest of this. As our leaders are getting pitted through, we got all of them taking 4 tires. Keselowski is taking 4 tires, getting fuel in that thing. Everybody's gonna have 4 fresh tires, as well as the 18 Kyle Busch, 12 Justin Allgaier, Stewart. Yep, all tires, 4 tires and fuel for everybody. Nobody trying to make a strategy here, gain and 2 tires. The 88 cars out front first. 18 Kyle Busch, 12 of Justin Allgaier in third place. Then Rudeman, Kevin Conway, Big Dick Conway, Carl Edwards, 47 car of Mr. Miller. I believe that's most of your top 10. Stewart and Dave Gillen come out right behind the 99 car as well. All right, cars are lined back up with only 20 laps to go in this Kentucky race for the Nationwide Series. As much as I wanted to be back out there in the field and restart this damn thing, I didn't. I bit the bullet and took my DNF 41st. Might have lost the Nationwide Series Championship in 2009, but Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski taking the restart here. The green flag with 20 laps to go around Kentucky, and it's going to be a fight here as Kyle Busch gets a launch on the exit there on the outside. And that 18 car is going to take off and lead this thing. Keselowski didn't get a good restart on the inside. Looks like that outside might be the place these Nationwide cars are running, and the 18 car is going down. Now the 10 car Rudeman, that pink car, is taking over second place on Brad Keselowski. There's a lot of cars going on back here fighting. 60 car of Carl Edwards is going up underneath 12 car, and they are 3-4 wide back here for 7th, 8th position, 10th position there. Some of these guys, everybody took 4 tires. Looking at the 1 car of David Gillen right now, some of these drivers lost positions down pit road, like Tony Stewart and the 17 of Matt Kenseth. They're trying to look to regain too, as well as the 60 Carl Edwards, who was up front in the top 2 positions back there in 5th place, looking to try to get to the inside of 12 of Justin Allgaier. He's making the dive, making the move. And we're looking at Jeff Burton making a 3-wide dive to the inside of Kevin Conway in the 87. Maybe, nope, the 87 closes the door and the extends. 18 car still up front. 29 at Jeff Burton using the apron. Got Newman behind him here. 3-wide battle. Stewart's to the outside of Conway. Stuck behind by Jason Keller there in the 47. Back to the front we have the 18 of Kyle Busch and the Z-Line Designs. Toyota Camry for Joe Gibbs Racing out front. And this is going to really extend his point lead in these final 2 races if he capitalizes and get this victory around Kentucky Speedway. Rudeman's in second place. Keselowski's in third. Carl Edwards in fourth. And we get a hard charge as we're about to clock lap 40 and 14 laps to go. 14 circuits for these drivers in the Nationwide Series. Kyle's kind of getting ran down a little bit. The 18 or the 10 car there of Ruderman might be able to have a run. Nope, the Keselowski and the Chevrolet, the Hellman's yellow car, looking to the inside of Ruderman for second place. They're side by side, still within gap of 18. The Kyle Busch car has not been able to get away from second place and actually break away and take a lead though. But if these guys keep fighting for second place side by side, that 18 car is going to be sailing to a victory here in Kentucky. After a nice Bristol weekend where he got 2 victories in the Truck Series and in the Cup Series, missed out on the Nationwide Series victory thanks to Smithers and a bunch of cautions that led up to only a 3-lap finale. This 18 is hungry for a victory and looking to try and gather that championship here for the lower series in the Nationwide. Brad Keselowski's looking to the inside of the 10 of Ruderman. Ruderman in that pink Dollar General Toyota puts a block to the 88 car. Keselowski's really trying to fight, and here comes Edwards on the high side now. These two have had a tussle before. Keselowski and Edwards themselves, they've gotten into contact a little bit. Got 2 pink cars supporting breast cancer awareness for the race this evening. Many other drivers in the field supporting that awareness and that organization as well, but 2 up front battling in the top 5 tonight for this race win, possibly. Also got David Ruderman. Sorry, I believe Ruderman's in the 99, the 10 car. Wait, do I have 2 Rudemans out here? That might be a little bit confusing to some. Things are starting to string out in the top 5. The only battle side by side right now is for 6th place between Jeff Burton and Justin Allgaier. Then got Stewart diving in, Matt Kenseth there for 9th. The battle for 2nd heats up off of turn 2 here. Carl Edwards in that Save-A-Lot pink Ford on the inside of the Toyota. Looking to the inside for 2nd place, going off into turn 3, and the 10 of Ruderman shuts the door. They're single file all out of turn 4 now. It's Keselowski in the 88, the Hellman's yellow hood car. Finally gets a run up on the 60. Carl Edwards might make a dive here off into turn 1. Not too sure. And as the nameplate finally comes across, it is Reed Sorensen in the 10 car, not David Ruderman. Ruderman is definitely in the Aaron's Dream Machine 99, who is back in 6th place now, just getting, the telemetry's not right up at the top there. I thought Burton had taken over 5th spot. Nope, 99 car is still in 5th spot. 18 of Kyle Busch, though, as these guys are still jostling for position in 2nd. The 2 Cup guys that have been victors and in victory lane multiple times in this series are trying to get around this 10 car, but he's blocking both of them and allowing Kyle Busch to pull away and not even get a fight out of these two. As we're coming down to 5 laps to go in Kentucky, the 18 of Kyle Busch has got over a 2nd gap right now, maybe or close to a 2nd, about 7/10 on the 60 of Carl Edwards, who is itching for a victory in this series. He has not had victory lane, not visited victory lane a lot this year. Coming down to only 4 laps to go now, Kyle Busch is still hanging on. Reed Sorensen in that $10 General's Toyota is trying to reel him in. He's now broken away from the 60 and the 88 of Carl Edwards and Brad Keselowski. They're all reeling around the same train there. All of them, everybody in the top 5 running the lower side. Nobody's checking up using the high side, which is what we saw earlier the 43 of Smithers doing before he eventually got himself taken out along with the 20 car of Joey Logano. 2 guys that could have possibly been a part of this fight, but they have long now been behind the garage looking at repairs or just called it for the race. As we're coming down now, 3 laps to go, Kyle Busch takes the line. We're reeling towards the end of this thing, and I don't know if any of these drivers have any fight for this 18 car Kyle Busch right now, the Z-Line Designs Toyota. Here comes Carl Edwards now looking to the inside of David Reed Sorensen. I'm getting them confused every fucking time, man. But now he's got the help, maybe a push from Brad Keselowski, and Jeff Burton now is trying to reel himself in and be a part of this fight in the top 5. He's now gotten around David Ruderman, who is actually the guy I'm talking about in the Aaron's Dream Machine 99, falling way back. And we got a caution out. There's a yellow flag with only 2 laps to go, and that's going to call the race for the 18 of Kyle Busch. No green-white flag checkers here. I don't have that on the Better Cautions mod out, and I'm worried if I click off it to go switch it on that this is going to crash the game. This is your finish, racing back to the caution light with only 2 laps to go. The 18 of Kyle Busch. Reed Sorensen's trying to hold off Carl Edwards for 2nd place, and Brad Keselowski, Jeff Burton, they're all hard charging here to the finish line. Kyle Busch is going to get the Nationwide Series victory. Point leader in this series, going to extend it, possibly home to a championship here in 2 weeks. So caution is out for Eric Darnell, and the 6 for Roush Fenway. Blows up right in front of his rookie teammate, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., going into turns 1 and 2 and spewing oil down there in the lower lane by the yellow line there, trying to keep it off the racing surface. Being a respectable race car driver, but that does bring out a yellow flag on our circuit. Ending the race just short, but it is the 18 of Kyle Busch who does get the checkered flag here at Kentucky. Unfortunately for this rookie, he's not going to see this checkered flag and going to wind up with a DNF. Wasn't the eventful finish I was hoping for between the Cup drivers of Carl Edwards and future Cup star Keselowski. Jeff Burton got himself up there past the 88 to finish off the race. I, of course, wrecked myself out. Joey Logano was another heavy contender for this victory. Really tried to put a lot of players in for the win here and left the battle up for a hefty top 5. Thanks Reed Sorensen for kind of blocking out the 60 and the 88 car from getting up to the 18 and making this race for the win a little bit more interesting, but it is what it is. Kyle Busch knows what needs to be, and Keselowski now is blowing an engine on the post lap there. The 88 car might have not even made it to the end if we would have gone a few more laps, or if we would have even gone into overtime if I would have had that be a thing. 18 car's the only one lasting out. Carl Edwards right there in his shadow. That is going to do it. I'm up there, 41st. Smithers out of the race. Yeah, when you run like shit, you sure ain't gonna have a shot, and I definitely suicided myself into having a shot at this championship. 66 points out with 2 races to go. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make that up to a Kyle Busch there. I'm looking at the wrong number. I'm 63 points out. Sorensen's, I could be detrimental and fall only 1 spot farther. I'm all over the place. Sorry, guys. I've got a new job this week, and it's been real difficult to try and figure out some time to record this. Post-race points segment is many days after that checkered flag fell. For both the Cup race and the Nationwide Series race for Kentucky, I've been waiting to edit both of these videos when I've had time to. Just got a more physically demanding job than what I've had, mainly running this YouTube channel the last few years, and I felt like I wanted to ooze into goop on my couch. We were so close to the end of the 2009 Smithers racing season on our 2003, and I just want to get there to see our champion, and to give myself another reason to, you know, get motivated back into the race car again, because I don't even have a shot at the championship, now in this series and the Cup Series. Carl Edwards crossed the line 2nd place tonight in his 60 pink Save-A-Lot Ford Fusion for Roush Fenway, his 2nd top 5 of the season, and by golly, that driver, Carl Edwards, has not been the same. He's like a former shell of himself. This is not the same Carl Edwards that we know and love from the Nationwide Series in the late 2000s, early 2010s. Not nearly as dominant. Brad Keselowski was in the making to have a top 5 finish, but blew a motor with just a couple laps to go under caution. Did not officially get that position, wound up way down where I was. Still granted him a position because Kevin Harvick in the 33 did not race that car. It was Ryan Newman, and he's not even up here as far as a driver because he's only ran like 2 or 3 races, despite his win in Michigan. As far as the championship talk goes, Kyle Busch has pretty much got this Nationwide Series locked out. If we get through one more race and he's still 50 points ahead of Justin Allgaier, the 18 Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota will be locked as the Smithers Racing 2009 Nationwide Series champion. Page number 2 does not provide too much as far as championship talk, of course. There's not a cutoff. These are the Nationwide Series regulars in case you've been a fan of following through the point schedule, or like members like Jeff Burt, Dale Earnhardt Jr., the Cup drivers that have plopped in and ran a few starts throughout the season. You can see where they can compare to some of our Nationwide Series regulars that have showed up for every single race. Depending on who does and does not run these next 2 races, that may really help out some of these small teams that are looking to bump up 1 or 2 more positions to help out funding wise for their small team organizations moving into 2010. And back on here in the final page, in the last 38th place position in points, Shelby Howard seems to be mentioned quite a lot. I don't know, that just seems like a name I keep bringing up and I haven't spaced out. I mean, none of these guys have really done anything. Like Jeff Green, Morgan Shepherd, last time we talked about him, I flipped him at Darlington last year. John West Townley, rest in peace. If you don't know about that story, I'm gonna let Google and your mind of curiosity figure that one out. Also, same to Michael Annett, 30th place position. I believe blew a motor in Kentucky. And with that Nationwide Series points breakdown for the conclusion of Kentucky Speedway, as I've mentioned, we have 2 races left. Gateway, which is going to be a triple header with the Truck Series and Cup Series. This is just the nice little Oreo cream filling in the center. And then to back that up with the finale with a triple header at Homestead, the conclusion of the 2009 15 races rundown of the championship will be over. Statistically, I felt like I've not done too bad amongst the top 3 series. I know in the Cup Series, I'm definitely down on wins from 2008. And in this series alone, I got 5 wins so far, but every finish outside of those 5 wins, I feel like I DNF'd, crashed out. We couldn't result anything. It's either win or bust. Hell, that's how I like to roll sometimes. Either all in, put all my chips into one thing, or, you know, if it busts, land on your face, you still got to get back up and go on to the next day. And with that, we'll be going on to the next race for the Cup Series in Kentucky. And as everything's coming back to me, I'm going to tell you guys right now, it has not been the best of Smithers racing weekends at this facility, but stay tuned. I'll try to get out the Cup Series video as soon as I possibly can. And if you enjoyed this race, please leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the Smithers Racing channel if you are new. I am getting close to 1,000 subscribers on the Smithers Racing channel. We are under 100 to go. So if you know anybody that's into NASCAR, I have the passion to keep posting these videos. I yearn to keep on doing this until I wind up in an urn. As I've mentioned multiple times, NR2003 with the community and the modding playing and stuff. This has been like a dream come true as far as a gaming experience from what I thought I could do as a kid. I was limited to console gaming, and I love the freedoms that I can just jab in anywhere for this and creating this series. Having a burnout competition for the All-Star weekend, having the in-season challenge, mixing in different things from different eras of the sport. I enjoy the hell out of what I'm doing here, and I hope you are too. Kind of went off on a tangent before I'm saying goodbye here. It's just been a few days since I've been recording and getting through this new job. It's been kind of a whole new world switch for me. Anyone that's switched jobs in their entire life, or a career change, or losing a moment where they've fallen off and then getting back on that horse. If anything I'm saying can relate to you, that's what I've been kind of going through this last week. Recently got myself back onto working on cars again, which is what I went to school for to begin with, and this is where we're at right now. 5 races left of the 2009 season. I'm really excited about the awards show and the music video I've got all planned out, and I really want to stream some full-time races on NR2003 just to chat with you guys. It's been a long time since I've hit the live button. I've ranted enough. I hope you all have stuck around to hear my bullshit, and I appreciate your undivided attention, sticking around all the way to the end of these videos until you see that end card. You guys are amazing. I hope each and every one of you stay safe out there, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.